Hi, I'm Paula Gloria, producer of The Whole Tooth. I also have another life where I'm a director of a charity. And beyond that, I have another life also, and that's a big interest in states of consciousness, higher states of consciousness, and particularly in healers. And it came to my attention that there was a remarkable saint living in the south of India, Swami Kaleshwar. Swami Kaleshwar is only 27 years old, and yet, even as a young boy, was able to show great ability to heal and to do miracles. And at one time, Swami manifested something for me, and that's this little object that I'm wearing. Now, what's interesting about this particular manifestation was he grabbed flowers, he put them in my hands, he had my hands touching his hands, and the flowers, when I opened my hands, became this object. However, it didn't become this object entirely. It was only partly formed. These arms on this left side were not formed. In the morning, when I held it in my hand through the night with other flowers, and I opened it up, it was fully formed. Now, I also had an experience during the night of having a severe stomach ache. And when I put this on my stomach, the stomach ache went away. Now, many people can say stomach aches come and go, but I happen to know my pattern of stomach aches. And for me, that was very remarkable. Certainly in the morning, seeing that the object was more fully formed than what it had originally been given to me as was also interesting. As Swami Kaleshwar is being interviewed by Alan Steinfeld, all of these topics will be addressed. So thank you for joining us, and without further ado, here's Alan Steinfeld.
I'm here with Swami Kaleshwar. Swami is part of a new tradition of healers, saints, people who want to bring supernatural energy to the planet, and we're going to be finding out today what his message is and what he wants everyone to know. So Swami.
Hi.
Hi. Very nice to be here with you.
Great.
So if people don't know you, what would you want to say to people maybe seeing you for the first time? What message to help them connect to God?
First, they have to say thanks to their father and mother. First of all, each person, and who they really impressed with, any master, any God. Suppose some people they really like Jesus, some people they really like Mother Mary, some people they really like Buddha, and they have to pull their favorite. So they have to start to think on that.
Well, you give people mantras, they have power.
It's like a flame. The mantras, even if you notice, if you don't notice, if you touch the flame, it burns. Mm-hmm. The mantras, the vibrations, even if you know that energy, if you don't know that energy, if you do it, it brings the happy and joy in you, the highest peace. Automatically, the high healing vibration started from your soul.
The mantras themselves have a certain power.
The vibrations is like a perfect telephone number to connect the cosmic energy, and to open certain doors of your soul.
And what will that do for people?
It brings a lot of happiness and a lot of self-healing. Mm-hmm. Through the meditation, chanting some prayers, automatically brings huge joy in their life. Like a washing negativity. Removing stress, negativity.
How would you define spirituality and spirit?
Spirituality means, in my perfect, in one sentence, to knowing about themselves. Who are they? Where they came from? What is the purpose of their born in this planet? What is their next life? What is this all illusions? What is the life and death? Is necessary to every creation in this universe, to researching on that.
And what is the answer? What?
That is the big challenge, to find the people themselves.
How do you define God?
God means huge love. So they have to melt in the love. Then they can test it. Then they can tell the people how He is great and how He is sweet.
How did you find this love?
The experiencing through the meditation and giving a lot of healings on the people. Then seeing the result. Then I feel, okay, the God energy flowing from me.
That is what is so dang appealing. He is divine. He can do things. And I've met many saints in India, and I've seen the way they treat him, and I've heard what they say. And the saints in India, old guys, he's 28. He's one of the kind of the big bosses. When the big bosses come around, there's like 12 of them. The youngest one is 55. And they all say the same thing. You're blessed by the mother. And he admits that. She gave me these gifts. It's not my... He received those things, those gifts in his life, to be able to do that. It's a blessing from God, and he's a blessed soul. But why is he blessed soul? Why is he the one getting that? His personality is also, someone who is completely interested in serving others, making other people's desires. No interest in that.
But you had a special situation for you. You maybe were born, you came in with memories and knowing.
One part of, and reminding that I really did a huge hard work. A lot of meditations, lot of reading, lot of ancient prayers, ancient spiritual technology. So everything is depending on the hard work.
But you're special in the way that you devoted your life to this hard work.
Yes.
So most people are not so serious, devoted, right?
Well, they have, who was in spirituality, one of main problem nowadays, they have huge unworthy and a lot of guilty, a lot of confusion, no faith, even though they are visiting hundreds of healers, hundreds of spiritual masters.
Right.
But they never stand with one master, or like 100%, okay, I'm doing this process until I experience something. They're like jumping and jumping and jumping, doing some part, again going in confusion, then kicking that channel. Again, they're going another master, taking some information, doing 1 or 2 days or 1 week or 1 month. It means who does like a monkey, they can't stand on one branch. So beginning people in the spirituality, I really recommend to stay. If they impressed with one master and one channel, one prayer, whatever it is he taught you, the person, he has to stand on that. Actually, I can say one word, God have no exact any prayers. He only comes in your heart when your heart is open. These are all prayers will bring to you to purify your emotions, your negative qualities. It washes out. So we have to stand with a pure heart, with the one path. Then automatically it brings up everything.
So that's the key that you see, that many people jump around all over the place. And
That's why nowadays the most of people, I can say 80% of people, they were in huge confusion. They don't know what they're doing. But innocently they are visiting many masters, many
Right.
gurus and many swamis.
Right.
It means completely they are wasting their life.
Right. People have called you the master of elements. You can bring forth manifestations, you can turn water to wine, you can materialize vibhuti. Is that possible for everybody?
Why not? It's chocolates. To the children, if we want to call them, we have to show some spiritual magics.
Spiritual magic.
Spiritual magic, then they feel so impressed.
What the beauty of what Swami brings and what he brought into my own life is when he put his hand out to heal a friend of mine. He says, look, he rubbed his little fingers together like this. He pulled up his sleeve, did this, rubbed his fingers, and out plopped in my hand like a big drop of water, huge splash of water, and it was dry ash. It smelled like perfume. I went, wow. And I said to him, how do you do that? He just smiled. I said, can you teach me? He says, you're hungry, I will serve you a meal. Now, he's teaching me to do that kind of stuff. That's not, everybody doesn't want to dedicate their life and time to figuring out some of that stuff. That's more brain surgery. But what he gives people when he demonstrates those miraculous powers is it opens your mind to recognizing there are more possibilities in life than you thought was possible. There are forces that you cannot see that will come to your aid if you ask. And it's all about, unless you believe you can't pull that energy in. So when you get demonstrations of God's power working to heal someone, and you see it just like that, then you believe. And when you believe, that's the doorway. Unless you believe as if miracles are really possible, they don't happen in your life.
But when was the first time you manifested? That must have been quite a shock or surprise to create vibhuti or what God.
It's not manifesting, it's a transformation.
Yeah.
When you connect to the deepest power, I can show you some, when I'm giving interviews with Indians,
Yeah.
some little shots. One place to one place, the power of these objects to transfer one place to one place.
Do you go to the place in your mind?
Here, focusing on the object, bringing that.
Because you know, for the West, materialization is
It's like
so,
a fun.
It's fun and it's fascinating because it goes against the laws of science, right? It's impossible for the Western mind to understand how something can appear.
Doug Henning was my best friend for years, who was the first famous magician in this century, who brought back magic and did Las Vegas shows. He was the first one to bring the whole thing back. I was backstage. I know how all the tricks are done. My brother's a magician. I understand all that stuff. So I know how to watch. And it took me months to become convinced that when Swami did this stuff, that it wasn't any trick. I was even traveling with him. I'd look through his suitcase to see what's happening. None of it. It just, he does it. And so that opened my mind. And he even told me, he brought me around on my journeys, around India at least, to other miracle people. Because he says, good for you to see it. The more you can see it, the more you believe it's possible, the more familiar you become with it, and then you're able to pull that energy more. And I know it has certainly had a profound effect on me. And even hearing about it, even for people that aren't able to see him or do it, but just to talk to somebody who's actually seen it, you start opening your mind. Maybe it's possible.
If we can understand this, then maybe the whole world can go into a spiritual level.
It's not necessary. We can create the beautiful thoughts, beautiful channels to open through the meditations. What I gave already to my students in Christmas program, unbelievable meditation techniques, healing technique. It brings unbelievable help. It's a big miracle.
Right, but I think for the West, what's so valuable about you, because you're so open to the West, is that we can develop a new science because of your techniques of materialization, of transmuting energy, transferring energy.
How we can do those things, he always says the same thing. And even today, I still have doubts. There has to just be some technique, some mantra, some process that you do that you get this stuff. But he constantly, and I've grilled him on it. I've asked many times, and the answer is always faith, open heart. Faith and open heart. The level of his faith is like that, to pull that energy. The level of his heart to open is to surrender so completely. The strength of his love is that strong. Who he is, what he is, there's no way I can know that. Unfortunately, you can't see that. I can't see the top of the mountain when I'm standing at the bottom.
My manifestations and these miracles, it's not my messages through that. It's only big changing the energy, how to shift my energy to another, how to suck his energy in me,
How to pull his energy
how to pull his energy
into you.
to me, to purify that, again send it back. Real manifestation is to creating the spiritual lights in each person, each human being. That's the big miracle.
It's beautiful.
So that is very important to make the lights in their dark homes.
But how did you learn how to do that?
Through the angels, connecting the angels, it helps.
Now, how did
It
you?
only works for the good, it never works for the bad.
How did you know how to connect to angels?
All this technology, when you are in the deepest silence, you can hear the music, you can hear the messages, you can start to see the spirits and the angels.
Because many people have said they've done angel meditations and they actually see these angels appear in front of them.
It's possible. Why not?
These were your teachers, these angels.
Yes.
And they told you how to materialize, how to.
It brings everything.
And these angels have a special healing when people.
Abilities. When you connect with some special holy angels, then automatically the angels will help you to do some great job in the society.
So you want to bring healing is your big.
Message, one of the
What else is your big message here?
One is the best to knowing themselves, to bringing highest willpower in themselves, even though they have huge illusions around them, lot of negativity, lot of bad instances happening, keeping on in their life. They have to be very strong, to confident on the God and themselves. If they have no faith on God, it's very difficult to bring confidence on themselves. Even though there's some people that are saying, oh no Swami, we never believe on the God, but we have so much confidence on themselves. I won't agree. Even though whatever the willpower is coming in yourself, it's only coming through the cosmic. Each breathing out, you are taking God energy inside. Pranam, pranavayu, you can say pranavayu, pranayamam. You're taking God energy. The air also one of the God creation. If there is no air, how can you survive in this planet?
Yeah.
So He created a greatest gift to you to live in this planet. So you are using that to breathing and breathing out. You're bringing a lot of Shakti inside and you're releasing it.
You're helping people tap into a greater level, and you are creating healers here. That you feel is your mission.
Yes, I want to create the best teachers in the world to teach what is the real meaning of the God, what is the inner secrets of the cosmic energy.
What are the inner secrets of the cosmic energy?
Inner secrecy, cosmic energy means to knowing of the truth of the God creations.
Right. You exist also on many dimensions, let's say. You know, you do things where you've left your body and you visit some great saints. What's it like to be in these other places?
You're asking interesting questions. When I'm doing my personal practices, and if I say that, nobody can't understand that. Because of the normal people, oh, Swami is making up. Oh, he's making some stories. It doesn't make much sense to them, to normal people.
Pretend you're not talking to normal people, okay? Make believe like we're all at the level where we can understand what you're saying.
Okay, you're so funny, and
It doesn't have to make sense.
to me, it's like a normal.
Yeah.
To me, it's like my spiritual practice and everything, what I'm doing, connecting the angels, leaving the body, coming back in the body. These are all learned from the ancient knowledge, from this, through the palm leaves, the ancient technology of the Vedas. So it's to me normal.
I've been graced by caring for Kaleshwar's body in a state of a deep meditation, of a deep awareness, what he calls samadhi or yoga samadhi, in which he says he takes his soul and travels energetically to some other vibrational realm. I can't tell you I know at all what he means, but I can say what his body looks like during that time. Then there's no sign of life. The heart rate ceases. The pulse cannot be detected either peripherally or with a stethoscope, listening on the chest. There's no respiratory activity, either by observation, palpation, or auscultation. I've been in the presence of death. I know what death is. Definitely, that's death. He told us what to do if he doesn't come back. There's a possibility that he can't come back in. It's a whole technology of how the soul can leave and then enter into the same physical form. Very tricky. Oh my God. Then hours go by, then a day goes by. Oh, I'm so nervous. I'm reduced to sitting there contemplating my escape from India, you know? Suddenly, there's a commotion, and I turn around, and he's come back. Oh, I can't tell you. That experience I never had before. I seen the bodies die. I never saw the bodies come back to life. Then it was almost too much.
Your doctor, Clint, he's a Westerner. He was with your body when you left for many hours. Where do you go? And
I went to another planet. And there is a huge meeting with the divine souls, and just having a great party there with the divine souls talking on this planet. Hey, what's going on this planet? What is importance to this planet which we can bring the happy and joy? Then everybody meeting and celebrating a big divine souls meeting and coming back.
Do you speak to these beings? And they want to, you're like an ambassador from Earth, right?
Many people comes.
What people do you meet there? Who you meet? Buddha or Krishna or?
I met Ramakrishna Paramhamsa,
Yeah.
Yogananda.
Yogananda's there.
Yogananda is there. He's a very powerful soul. And Jesus,
Mm.
Mother Divine, Krishna.
And you bring those blessings back to Earth from those beings? It's a great job.
It's a fun.
Can other people do that too?
Why not? If they know the perfect way how to go, then automatically even we are in meditation, the messages will come. We have to get ready to go and meet there for certain hours. So whoever staying in this planet on the body or without body, on the time everybody meets there.
It's great. Saints, or I don't know what you want to call yourself, but they go into ecstatic states, right? They go into joyful. Do you feel that joy?
Why not? Why not? I mean, when I'm in meditations, I'm unbelievable happy. Like I'm a huge in a drug.
Is there anything you want for yourself personally?
No need. I'm always in a huge happy.
You're always happy. Always enjoy.
Always enjoying God energy.
But you know, I've heard that you don't want to stay here so long. You want to take Mahasamadhi, and why would you, when you have so much to serve, why would you want to leave?
It's I felt I did a hard work. It's enough. One part, then another part. I want to do myself in the deepest practices with my soul, not with the body. To me, it's not possible with my body. The people never put me never to work. I have to always, if I'm in this planet with Talay, huge responsibilities.
Right.
One part, good responsibilities. And one part I want to give the chance to my students, how they can handle it. Of course, everybody has to go one day.
Everybody. Well, you know, in some traditions, Western, and there's the notion of taking your body with you. You know, you change your physical body into light particles, like Jesus.
It's impossible.
You say it's impossible, but you've done so many impossible things.
With the body to disappear?
Yeah.
What I know, the people, they're just making up what my feeling, but I never experienced. Because I met unbelievable greatest saints in India, in Himalayas, very powerful people. I also discussed. We came with the physical body, it's like a big dustbin.
Dustbin.
It's a dustbin, but it is necessary to live in this planet to improve our progress. So.
But it's also spirit, right? Our bodies are also.
It's a light. It's a light,
Yeah.
a big dazzling light. Using the energy for this dustbin to bringing what is necessary. What is the use? My question.
To exist and to come back and to give blessings whenever you want.
They can come with the spirit, with their soul. They can make again fall.
Right.
No need again physical body, wasting a lot of energy. But it's what I studied different energy channels. I never seen that. Maybe it is there. I don't know.
But okay, so what's the most? You've met a lot of saints. What's the greatest thing you've seen when you've met these saints? What impressed you?
What I seen, they cutted their hands. Again, they jointed. They healed themselves. They took the wild cobra themselves. They, in front of me, got bitten. Then, once few seconds, healed.
And they teach you how to do this too?
I only learn one part I know, but it's a lot of process, the Shakti, unbelievable process.
How do you define Shakti? What is Shakti?
Shakti means to receiving the angel's power in you. You are like an angel, walking angel in this planet. You are the man of huge Shakti. To heal the world, to get the commanding, to wash out all the negativity.
You talk about opening channels.
Opening the channel.
Which channels? In the body?
In the body, in the soul.
Where are these located?
I teach in my talks the 7 very powerful treasure spots mainly, but I recommend 3 is very most powerful. One is third eye, one is the heart, second one is the backside of the navel, the Kundalini Sthana, backside of the navel. It brings the energy up. Third eye, it brings the highest enlightenment. The heart, when you've seen something melodious incident with your eyes, it touches your heart, then you started to cry. You hear something melodious talk, melodious music, without your notice, it touches your heart, it goes to your 3 ears and it goes to touch your heart, and you started to cry. You melt with love. It means the door is opening, huge love. Inner secrecy energy is hidden in you. That melodious music is awakening in you, is opening in you. Then you are melting in the love and you're crying. This means high vibrations, positive vibrations is flowing on you. It's coming from you.
So love is the real key to your teaching.
Key. So my recommendation to really to sit deepest meditation to bring highest joy, to connect with God, suck the highest power, learn higher technology of spirituality.
It's been really great talking to you. I've been talking to a beautiful teacher from India, Swami Kaleshwar, sharing many of his deep, heartfelt teachings with a vital message for the West, and he'll be coming to New York, so I will let everyone know. Thank you for watching. This is Alan Steinfeld, and I'll see you next time.
Hi, this is Paula Gloria. I'm the producer of The Whole Tooth and also the director of the Concordia Foundation. I welcome you to part 2 of this interview with Swami Kaleshwar. This interview is done by Alan Steinfeld of New Realities. Swami Kaleshwar is a remarkable young 27-year-old manifesting saint. Swami Kaleshwar was only 14 years old when he met his master, Shirdi Sai Baba, who's been dead since 1918. Shirdi Sai Baba is a remarkable saint. He was a remarkable saint living in India. He produced many miracles and he's still highly regarded today. Swami Kaleshwar's claim that he had seen him was met with skepticism at first. Now if you do the math, at 27 and Hi, this is Paula Gloria. I'm the producer of The Whole Tooth and also the director of the Concordia Foundation. I welcome you to part 2 of this interview with Swami Kaleshwar. This interview is done by Alan Steinfeld of New Realities. Swami Kaleshwar is a remarkable young 27-year-old manifesting saint. Swami Kaleshwar was only 14 years old when he met his master, Shirdi Sai Baba, who's been dead since 1918. Shirdi Sai Baba is a remarkable saint. He was a remarkable saint living in India. He produced many miracles and he's still highly regarded today. Swami Kaleshwar's claim that he had seen him was met with skepticism at first. Now if you do the math, at 27 and when he was 14 years old, there's no way that he could have met his master on this dimension. The interview will start with a yagya. A yagya is a fire ceremony that's a traditional ceremony that's done to bring those who are participating in the yagya more into alignment with the laws of nature so that their desires and aspirations can be met with greater success.
यस्य स्मृत्यात् रामोक्या तपो होमक्रियादशो न्यूनं समूढतां ज्ञाति सज्जोवन्तमुच्चमन्तहीनं क्रियाहीनं भक्तिहीनं हुतासन यद्युदन्तभयाहं स्मरेण समस्तहोमेन भगवान् सर्वात्मश्री यज्ञेश्वरस्य प्रेणादो ॐ
What's the purpose of the fire ceremonies, the yagyas?
The yajnas, it purifies, it brings high positive energy in them. Unbelievable positive energy. What their desires in their life, it will start to fulfill. The desires will come true. It brings a good fortune.
Because of the power of the fire?
Power of the fire. They bring a lot of prayers on the certain person and name, the chanting and chanting and chanting. The command on the fire is one of the God creation. Through that God creation, based on that, they are sending unbelievable blessing to certain person, certain soul. Please bless the soul. Heal the soul.
So fire has a particular property different
For the
than...
God proper, God treasure.
But what's different from fire and water? What's the difference in properties?
That's the God energies. It's both of his like a God gifts the world.
But we use fire different than water, so what would you, how do you distinguish between the different God properties of fire, or water, air?
It's the 5 elements. I teach unbelievable information on the 5 elements: earth, sky, water, fire, and air.
Can you give us a little bit of this unbelievable teaching?
Why not? Through the 5 elements, entire creation has happened. If any one element less, it's highly impossible to balance the energy. The Vedic tradition, they based on the 5 elements and they took the energy. Suppose they're doing abhishek, they're taking the water, they're purifying, and when you go any temple, they give some water to you. It means highest healing water, you're taking the water. You feel so happy and relaxed. They did already huge prayers on that. They do the campfire with the fire, do harati, and they brings in front of fire to you. You touches the fire and you touches. You're receiving that fire, that light.
Right.
It means you are receiving some blessing.
And the air, the power of the air.
They are releasing, the priests, they are releasing unbelievable prayers on you in the air. It flows wherever you are. It vibrates in the waves. It finds you. It started to work on you.
And the earth, the power of the earth?
Wherever, of course, you are on earth. The vibrations, it goes. You are under the umbrella of the sky.
And the 5th one?
Sky.
Oh, sky, the umbrella.
You are umbrella of the sky. You are in this planet. If you are another planet, it's impossible one part to send high energy. You are in this under the umbrella. It's very easy to help through the God prayers.
You have American students and Indian students. There's a difference, right? What's so important about the West for you?
West, what I see, they are huge confused. Even though they are confused, they are doing on part their really hard work. What I'm seeing, they need more guidelines, the real truthful information, and they have to stand whatever they really impress any master in their life, they have to stay, they have to stand there. Simply they have to do from their home. They no need to going on in the world to search for the power, search for the God. Their body is the big temple. Their soul is the God. They have to see themselves. They don't need to visit any church, any temple, any country. It's a waste of their time.
They have to see themselves as the God.
Just see themselves. They can sit in the home, they can start to meditate.
Because what I noticed with the Indian devotees, they're very devotional. And Americans not devotional, they want more of their power that you have. But you're saying they don't need to do anything except meditate. And
once if they received something from the master, any place from the world, they have to sit and they have to practice it. If his master, what he can do, he will plant the seed in the ground, then does he done his duty? Then you have to, through your practice, you have to put everyday water and to grow it. Without practicing, it doesn't help. What the people doing nowadays, even the master put it, the planted seed, every few days once they're digging and they're watching the seed again, they're burying it. Again, there's digging and they're burying. Oh, Swami, you gave a certain prayer. I did it 6 months, nothing happening. Again, stopping little while. Again, they're practicing, stopping, practicing. It doesn't help. They had to do one process. The energy they had to take off.
Yeah, so this is what's great about you. You're a modern Swami that has these processes, and you also...
Faith and practice is so important, and patience.
But these times are also different than the ancient Vedic times.
Little different. Nowadays, if the people started to open their heart, the God energy started to flow unbelievably. This is God greatest gift to the world. We can see Ramakrishna Paramahamsa life history. Within 12 years, he's seen the Mother Divine.
Is it possible to live where everyone has the same power that you have tapped into? Is that...
I have only the God power, God blessing. Every person has same qualifications. Everybody can reach that.
Yeah.
Why not?
So you don't want to create devotees, you want to create masters.
Of course.
And how do you do that?
Devotee, it means open their heart to the God. No need to follow me, no need to follow some masters, some gurus. It's okay. I have huge love on my Shirdi Baba, my master. I have huge love. I really like him in my heart, but I'm following my heart.
But in the Indians, they like to put up your picture, other teachers' pictures, and they worship the picture, and they lose, from Western point of view, a part of their own power.
I won't agree, but they have huge love. They will follow with their heart.
So my idea is to become more like what you demonstrate.
What do you mean?
To become more like you, more. They can give more blessings.
No need to become like me. Why can't the people can become more than me?
More than you.
Why not?
Yeah.
They have to try more than me.
No, you're a great example. You have a lot of love and compassion.
Sure, of course. I always, in a classroom, the teacher always thinks my students has to become unbelievable successful. If the student got huge marks, this master never go jealousy.
Right.
Of course, the master loves it. Oh, I'm so proud of my dear boy. You did a great job. In elementary school teacher, he teaches alphabets. The same teacher, he cannot teach the...
You want to go beyond Shirdi, right? Because that's you want to be greater than Shirdi.
I never tried. I experienced the God energy. I'm melting in the huge love with him. No need to taste the entire the ocean water. Wherever we go, ocean water is ocean water. The God energy is energy.
Well, I would like to melt in the love too.
Through the meditation, like a big sucking high peace and joy, highest willpower. Through the willpower, I'm giving healings, I'm demonstrating a lot of lectures and teachings. I thought first I have to confident in myself, then the huge love to develop, then only I can give anything.
Did you do a lot of hard work in other lifetimes? Did you, do you remember? What do you remember?
Much time always sitting in the meditations.
So there's benefits to being around other saints, other high people, right? Because you're in the energy field of this.
The circumstance is very important in the beginning stage people. Suppose around you 10 people meditators. It's unbelievable, helpful to you. You can also sit in much time and meditate. You can discussion with them. That's why these ashrams, this why gathering and sitting and talking about the God and listening, coming to understand. If they have no time, it's okay. They can take one simple prayer, whatever they like, favorite God or master, they can simply, their heart is open to them. They can meditate just thinking on Him.
So you're from a normal family, right? You're from an ordinary mother, father. And so what do they think? You've created a beautiful ashram here, beautiful people to help you, message.
The beginning stages, my parents also, they thought I'm a hysteria patient. Entire my friends, the teachers, and the society, they put me away. I'm simply sitting under the trees and meditating, always absenting the college. I'm not good student in the school and college, always sitting in the temples and meditations. Entire society treated me as I'm a psychiatric patient.
Right.
So after later on, when I started giving talks and giving the healings, helping the people who was really in the problems, then they started to know who I am, what is my abilities. Then the thousands of people started to come and visit me, and they created a beautiful ashram. Now thousands of students is around me to knowing a lot of information about my spiritual knowledge.
Do you have emotions? Do you have, personal love, personal, how do you deal with that?
Suppose if I felt so angry on somebody,
Yeah.
I go myself in room, take shower, and I go sleep.
Hey, do you have any personal love for people,
Of course, I love you, and I love Anya, and I love Paula, everybody.
I know, but as a combined, people get together, married, boyfriend, girl, anything you want like that,
My parents are trying on me. If you involve in the deeper level, I never care on my personal relationship. I never focus on too much on that. Just like you say, it's too much jungle.
But if they find you a nice wife, would you marry?
I don't think so.
But maybe someone who totally agrees with your work, like with Ramakrishna.
I don't think so.
No? Why?
I don't want to depend on somebody in one level. I want to only depend on the God. In my level, I love the woman. If I married a woman, it means 50% giving responsibility to sharing everything.
But I think it's possible they can find a woman that's at your level that is totally devoted to God.
Okay, you have any daughter?
I'll find somebody for you. That's totally where you're at. And you can...
Okay, show me, then I will try.
Okay.
What's near?
So what do you say to your parents? So they must be upset.
Of course, they have huge desires on me. Why I'm day by day going huge responsibilities. Of course, every parent they have huge.
Right. They don't know who you are, do they, your parents?
One level they know.
They do.
One level. He's a little great soul. He's little not understanding person to us. The feeling. He's beyond our thoughts. Because from the childhood days they've seen me, they can't imagine how it's going fast in front of their eyes. Hey.
Jesus said he's never a prophet in your own town. It's hard for your family to see you as a teacher.
They're always, of course, I'm always child to her.
Yeah.
To them.
Because in the book,
Even though I'm a big man, I'm always son to them. You understand?
Yeah.
But it's also ego in a way. They hold on to that image of you. I mean,
It's their love. They have huge rights in the world, even more than the God, because they gave this body.
yeah,
They have 100% rights, whatever they want to do on me.
yeah,
Then the God.
right. But Jesus said, whatever you are, leave your father and mother and follow me. Follow the God. And it might be harder in India to do that.
In Indian tradition, it says follow mother and father first. Give the respect them. Then you can understand the God.
Do you do miracles for them? So they understand?
Sometimes
And do they?
it's not good.
It's not good to do because it's important that
They want their love to flow on me, whatever they want to do on me. I don't want to make them to change their lifestyle. It's very hard, painful. Like a big operation doing on them psychologically. It's not good.
It's just to leave them alone. Because in the book, in one of the books that came out, there was a story about how you were meditating as a child, and your father opened the door. There was a huge tiger you materialized. And how were you able to explain that to your father?
He never asked completely. I never told that. He's silent. I'm silent too.
What would you say? How did you get it? How were you able to?
It's the energy, the angels.
The angels brought a tiger for you.
Just a fraction of few minutes, few seconds to showing. if I'm doing any huge channeling, some high cosmic, the negative forces never interrupts.
The negative forces never interrupt.
If any negative forces to come to interrupt, the positive force will show in a different way to the lesson, to kick that out.
So, your father didn't understand, and
And understand, he's silent. Okay, he's doing some high level channels. I have to be silenced. He understand. He went.
So they know, and they don't want to admit the power that is possible with you. But yet they're such good people, and they want to know God so much. It seems like a conflict, right?
They can't see me as a God.
Right.
They want, normally every parents, 90% in society, they want their own son back, not to having high, they have a little fear. What the society, what this energy will do to their son. It's natural. A lot of people, negativity and stress is coming.
But more faith in God would create less fear.
They have huge faith on the God, and one level they feel really so thankful to the God, such a great son you give to us. One level they have same fear. It's natural.
Yeah. Are you getting more teachings all the time? Or you have reached the limit of what you have?
One part I'm a little tired with teachings.
What do you want to do?
Already I teach hundreds, thousands of hours.
What do you want to do instead of teach? What would you like to
Just
do?
simply make everybody meditate what I teach already. Learning it. No need to again to grind same powder and same powder and same powder.
Well, maybe we could do special healing videos where you just put the video, people learn, and you can retire.
I felt already I retired.
You're only 27?
27.
Oh, maybe you have many, many years of teaching.
I did like 100 years hard work in a matter of 4 years.
You really?
Is it true, Diana?
Very true.
Well, you're working all the time.
18 hours per day, 16 hours, 16 to 20 hours,
Yeah.
always.
But maybe you're evolving to a new level. Maybe all you need to do is look at someone and they get it. Is that possible?
When the students really did a huge hard work, finally I can give them. I can work for them, suck energy and direct transfer.
But are you learning more?
I'm also a student. I'm not great, I'm also a student, I'm learning. Many technology, spirituality.
What's the last thing you learned, the latest things, latest technology?
Just learning unbelievable prayers, connecting higher level, cosmic power.
Well, how can I know God more? I mean, I meditate.
You have to suck huge peace in you.
I have to suck in huge
Peace. You have to melt huge peace. No more monkey mind thoughts, kicking the thoughts away, simply putting your body without thoughts.
And then they get peace.
Like aware sleep.
Aware sleep.
Meditation called like aware sleep.
Yes,
You are sleeping, you don't know.
Right.
But you are meditating, but you know. You are meditating. You are in the inner sense, 100% you know you are meditating. But you can't hear anything outside of the sounds.
Right. And you lend your energies to people to help them go further. So if people are sitting in meditation, they need to be more aware of deeper states of mind. And your processes help that? Which ones help the best?
I give a lot of prayers. Suppose a Gayatri mantra, Om Namo Namah Shivaya, the personal small bijaksharas. Then keeping on doing on the bijaksharas to bringing the vibrations in you.
And you do personal healings on people, right?
Yes.
What do you do? What do you tap into?
Just I touches their third eye, one power spot in their body. And I started to meditate certain prayers to thinking on the God, really try to help this soul.
Let's say for you, when you met Shirdi at 14, you were shocked. You weren't even aware. Something opened up inside you. Is it possible for everyone to?
The negative feelings on him, hey, who is this guy? At the time my heart is not open to miracle. only love, but he showed the miracle. I felt so nervous. To be honest, it's not important to show in the miracles. It's important to, through the love, to suck the people, to spread the love information, to give the love, take the love and give the love, flowing from you and from them. It has to be cycled.
So you still connect to teachers, your master? Your
Of course, always.
What's your connection to Shirdi now?
Huge love flowing from him. I always feel he's with me. He will take care of me. He's completely taking care of me.
Are you getting a message from Shirdi now to speak?
What I talk, everything is Shirdi messages already. I have strong confidence and a strong positive, strong feeling. 90% of my students can become huge masters in the world. Unbelievable, great, strong, spiritual, commanding. To open their people's hearts, remove their darkness. It's very important. You agree?
Yeah, I think that's a great blessing that you really work with people. So what does he want you to do to really bring something special here?
My main advice, one part, they have to recognize what they are doing. Suppose something the person doing, just he's keeping on doing and doing and doing. He has to wait and he has to think what he's doing. Every person, he has to think himself what he's doing every day, what he made progress, and he has to think about his future, what is important. He has to take the guidelines. He has to follow with his heart, through his heart. The inner master, the heart, is always gives the unbelievable guidelines, but he has to think himself what he's doing. Every day, like 5 minutes programming, or every week 10 minutes himself. He has to be alone himself. Okay, wait a minute, what I'm doing, either whatever his business is, or his spirituality, dealing with his wife, or dealing with his spiritual business partners, a lot of stress around him. He has to think very deeply before what he's doing. That's the main advice. Otherwise, he will create himself big hell around him. If he is not following his inner master, he'll be in a huge danger.
So people really need to follow their inner master. But you have had some kind of divine grace come to you, and then you also give people power objects. What is the purpose of that?
Power objects means only blessed with some, suppose, my master and his master, my master cloth. Suppose Shirdi Baba, when he is alive, his cloth, usual cloth. My heart is open to him. If somebody gave his cloth, his dress, I feel so honored and so blessed. I treat that is a power object, much connected to me. Always using and keeping with me and sleeping with me. It's like flowing the blessing.
But you also had, you gave birth, in your body you created a rock or a Shiva lingam, and then you coughed this out of your body, and then you gave it to one of your people. What's the purpose of that?
It's a giving one of the blessing to the world, to be strong, so confident.
Feels like there's some special energy happens when you give this out. You cough it up out of your body as a solid rock, and that's miraculous.
You seen that when I'm giving?
I saw it in the dark a little bit, but I saw the result. I saw the rock.
How you felt the energy?
I felt it was very high. High upliftment. First of all, because it seems impossible, so it breaks through a belief system. But that's what my experience was. What was your experience in doing this?
It's a Shirdi Baba energy flowing in me. Then 90% he's doing, creating that energy. and I'm releasing that.
What's it feel like to have a rock being created in your body, a Shiva Linga?
It's a big fun.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a big fun, like a big challenge in the spiritual divine system.
What's it feel like? You,
A little something hard and painful, but it's a big challenging to release that.
when you release it, just something happened planetarily. You know, the energy of the planet is somehow shifted.
It's a huge blessing to the world. One part who really connected to the God and his energy really believes it possible, then they'll automatically receive the blessing. Otherwise, it's like in front of the blind person, giving the beautiful explanation on the beautiful woman, to showing a beautiful in front of him, it's meaningless. The heart must be open to anything. It means not people to create a lot of mess here in their hearts. In the ancient periods, the holy people, they really received huge criticism from the public. How it possible, the miracles, who demonstrated the miracles, they started to think it's a demon's nature. It's a devil energy. I completely disagree with that. Jesus did unbelievable miracles when he is alive. Shirdi Baba did. Ramakrishna Paramahamsa did some. Many saints they did. It's not like a giving ring, ash, it's not big miracle. It's like a chocolate, it's like a magic, spiritual magic. But to creating the awaken their energy. Nowadays we can see the Jesus, unbelievable powerful soul. He hooked the entire planet. That's a big miracle. That's a huge soul. He caught take caring entire the kingdom of the planet. That's a big miracle.
I've been talking to a beautiful teacher from India, Swami Kaleshwar. He'll be coming to New York, so I will let everyone know. Thank you for watching. This is Alan Steinfeld, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you, Hala.